afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
All right. That was the audience participation part of the program. Thank you. The year that everything changed. Even as I say that out loud up here, there's a part of my brain, the analyst part of my brain is sort of niggling at me. Are we being hyperbolic? Are we exaggerating? I don't know. I mean, I will admit freely that a certain part of our business model is to scare the heck out of you so that you'll buy more Gartner licenses, but and that's fair, but part of me really very deeply believes that when we look back on this era in 20 years, we will say that this was literally the year that everything changed. Now, my story actually starts a little bit earlier than that. It starts with the Security and Risk Conference last year in Washington, D.C., where I was part of the keynote team, and we had on stage AI fighting AI in a cyber defense and red team, blue team scenario with amazing videos and all of that. And the number one piece of feedback that that audience gave us was that it was too futuristic. It seemed like it was science fiction. Fast forward to November of 2022, OpenAI released ChatGPT. I'm going to say that about 1,000 times. It's ChatGPT. I'm a car guy. I can't help it. So in my brain, GT always just flows together. That's just the way that it is. I apologize. Maybe a little bit of my dyslexia as well. But OpenAI released ChatGPT, and I don't think any of us think that that future is too much science fiction anymore. I think we feel it right here now, and in a way, we sort of feel like the skier in this picture. Are we navigating a slippery slope? Are we going to trigger an avalanche of change on our customers in the village below, on our citizens, on our society, on our employees? And I think that's an okay metaphor, because really our challenge here is to navigate a course. Navigate a course of success for our citizens, our employees, and our customers. And often the softest powder is not on the well-worn runs, but through the trees. And on that less obvious and perhaps more difficult path, we may find a destination to the bottom that we all benefit and prosper from. And that's ultimately what I think our goal is, and what I hope to guide us through today. I'm not going to be sowing a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt, even though I'm a practitioner in our cybersecurity practice, and that's what CISOs are supposed to do, is just scare the heck out of you. I understand that. But that's not what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be talking about how to tame that future, how to plot a course down the slope so we get to the bottom where everyone prospers. Where everyone prospers. Speaking of prospering, of course, when ChatGPT was released, one of the things that the Gartner Top Predicts team did was we thought to ourselves, well, we get about 200 submissions a year for the Top Predicts. And we go through this process through the year to sort those out and figure out which ones we should bring forward to you. And in that process, we said, well, maybe we can make it simpler. Maybe we could ask ChatGPT. Maybe we could ask generative AI to do the Top Predicts for us, and we'll make our job super simple. And all I have to do is get up here on stage and say words. So real quick, two very quick predictions. By 2026, virtual and augmented reality will be used to create immersive learning experiences and allow realistic learning paths. Or, by 2026, 30% of workers will leverage digital charisma filters to achieve previously unattainable advances in their careers. Anybody want to have a vote on which one is which, left or right?
Right.
I'll give you the answer. Certainly, the one on the left, the generative AI prediction, was the top prediction that it created. The Gartner prediction is one of the top predictions that we created. And I think there are substantive differences between them in implication, in impact, and measurability. And what this really reveals to us is an age-old phenomenon with computers that goes all the way back. And it's not going to change even when we augment our workforces with AI, which is this simple: garbage in, garbage out. It's not going to be the quality of the answers that we expect from AI. It's going to become the quality of questions that we ask it, the prompts that we provide it. Without any further ado, here are Gartner's top 10 predictions for 2024 and beyond, the year everything changed. I'm going to just put these up here so that you can take some pictures. There's the first 5. And then we'll roll through them. We're going to tell this story in 3 parts. Part 1 is going to be about how generative AI makes people better. Part 2 will be how generative AI and these predictions will help us become better at overcoming the worst traits of our enterprises. And part 3 will be about new threats and new responsibilities and the opportunity to create new communities. Generative AI making people better, more powerful, personally and professionally. We're at a really interesting inflection point in this moment in time. This isn't just about generative AI either. We're just coming out of COVID last year. We have remote work, and the combination between increasing remote work, increasing hybrid work styles, and generative AI creates for the first time in human history a phenomena where individual workers can prosper from advances in technology and automation. Sure, automation has reduced drudgery for a lot of workers, but the people who actually typically profit from that are management, are our enterprises themselves. But today, we have the ability to allow, as the opening keynote said this morning, everyday AI that enables individual workers to benefit from that. Whether it's, improving our writing or improving our grammar or improving our capabilities or even improving our charisma. Prediction number 1, by 2026, 30% of workers will leverage digital charisma filters to achieve previously unattainable advancements in their careers. This comes to us from my dear friends Whit Andrews and Rita Salam. What's a digital charisma filter? Well, I think we've all been on Instagram, right? All right, that was super funny in my head because nobody on Instagram is anything but filtered all of the time. But that's not just what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about weird, blurry AI's faces. I'm talking about, well, let me ask you a question. How many of us here are native English speakers? That's a pretty good portion of the audience. I feel like I'm a pretty charismatic dude in my native English. But would I have the same impact to a Japanese listener listening to a translation? Probably not. Probably not. Digital charisma filters are going to help us amplify ourselves personally and professionally. It's going to be more than just metamorphizing our face to make us all look like supermodels or just changing the way that we write so that we're all amazing writers. We've seen technology from NVIDIA that will automatically readjust your eyeline so that you always look like you're looking right down the barrel of the camera. We have technologies, obviously, that'll make us a little bit skinnier, make us a little bit more attractive. Just as an aside, for preparation for this note, I got one of those smart AI cameras to try and gin up myself. It was unable to make me look any better than I do today. So I think that just means I'm probably beyond any kind of real help. But for everybody else, what this is going to really do is help us unlock nascent talent. I want you to think about using AI, particularly across neurodiverse talent pools, or with even our engineering teams, where perhaps charismatic communication is not necessarily a core skill set for most engineers. Just as an aside, one of the top predictions that my security team came up with for generative AI on defense was actually just explaining incidents to board members and management.